Joe Rogan expresses his love for the country of Canada, but says he'll never visit here so long as Justin Trudeau is the Prime Minister. Now, I love showcasing this video. It really does express the difference in outlook between the United States and Canada, of course, this being police chiefs and giving advice on what to do when somebody enters your home or breaks into your home, even while you're there.
Leave your fobs at your front door because they're breaking into your home to steal your car. They don't want anything else.
If somebody's breaking in your house, you're more than welcome to shoot them in Santa Rosa County. We prefer that you do, actually. We have a gun safety class we put on every other Saturday, and if you take that, you'll shoot a lot better, and hopefully you'll save the taxpayers money.
Save the taxpayers some money by taking that criminal out yourself. But this is absolutely the way things have been going in Canada. It's crazy, and a lot of people are taking note. And again, you know, with people not wanting to come to the country, with headline after headline, even the video I did earlier today, go check it out, talking about people pooping on the beaches of Canada. People are not willing to even come here for a visit anymore. And Joe Rogan is no exception to this. He expressed on his podcast how he said, forget it, I'm not coming to your country. And he gives his reasons here.
I love Canada. Vancouver's one of the most beautiful cities.
I don't go to Canada anymore. But
ever?
No.
You won't do a gig there?
No, not while that guy's president. Fuck you.
Yeah,
or
but
whatever he is, Prime
these people
Minister.
are fans of yours. They want to see you still.
Fuck you. Get rid of that guy. I'll come back.
We're working on it.
I just don't trust any of it up there.
Yeah.
I just think they're so far into tyranny right now. Like the laws that they're passing, the shit that they're doing, the erosion of people's rights. Like I don't want to support it. I think it's fucking horrible.
Yeah, but I think a lot of people there just want to laugh. I think people need a laugh. You know?
Oh yeah, they definitely need a laugh. They're in the middle of a full-blown communist takeover.
Now, it sounds like hyperbole. It absolutely sounds like hyperbole, but is it really? It was laid out here, actually. I've got this great video put together by Blender News, Liz Churchill sharing this on Twitter. It says, yeah, no, we are a communist country. Hear him out.
Canada's tax system is a criminal enterprise, sucking dry the $55,000 annual income of the average Joe. Trudeau and the Talking Timbit pocket a combined $11,419 in income tax, while $3,957 disappears into employment insurance and the Canadian pension plan. Considering 32% of fuel costs in Ontario are taxes, a further $1,000 is seized from Joe and an additional $6,000 in property taxes. In total, Joe relinquishes $22,376 annually to the government. The remaining $32,624 is subject to a 13% sales tax every time he spends a dime, dwindling Joe's purchasing power to $28,380, or half of his annual salary. Essentially, Joe works 6 months out of the year as a slave to the state. And what does Joe get in return for this modern-day serfdom? A government that imprisoned him in his own home for years, coerced him into taking potentially harmful experimental pharmaceutical products, a healthcare system that ranks second to last among its peers, an economy spiraling towards disaster, as well as out-of-control crime rates and mass homelessness plaguing our streets. All of this courtesy of a cabal of traitorous bureaucrats who dream of eradicating private car ownership by 2030 and are actively pushing legislation that would throw Canadians in jail for daring to utter anything deemed hateful by their Orwellian standards. Tyranny isn't a distant threat, it's already entrenched in Canada's governance, eroding the freedoms fought for by generations past.
Sounds enticing. Don't you just want to come up here and have a visit? I mean, why would people want to come here? Of course, you know, this is the path. This has been the path for some time, and I really like this video because it really illustrates the slow erosion and the fact that, you know, well, socialism, which we've been peddling for some time, is in fact the stepping stone to communism.
Lenin said that socialism was a transition phase between capitalism and communism. So you got capitalism empowers the individual. I point out there's two kinds of capitalism. There's this globalist, you know, George Soros, you know, that's bad. Once a one world government. But the individual capitalism, where you get to earn a living and make stuff and sell it, that empowers the individual. So capitalism empowers the individual. Socialism is this transition phase to take it all away until finally the government owns it all and you own nothing.
How is it that these people are embracing?
Deconstruction destruction. It's a sales technique. If I was a toothpaste salesman, the first thing I would do is say negative things about the toothpaste you're currently using. You're still using that old stuff? Don't you know it'll eat the enamel off your teeth? You're like, oh, really? You're repulsed by it. Now I have you into a neutral. You're open-minded. What are all the toothpaste out there? Then I give you my pitch for this tartar control breast freshener stuff. So you separated people from their past, get them into a neutral where they don't remember where they came from, and then you brainwash them into the future you have planned for them.
Well, it sounds familiar. Yeah, we don't remember where we came from here in Canada, but Joe Rogan's pointing this out, and he definitely knows where we're going, and he doesn't want to have any part of it, and I don't blame him for that.
Yeah, it's a scary spot.
Yeah.
It's scary. But it used to be amazing. I used to say that Canada's 20% less douchebags. Like, the people are 20% nicer than most people that you meet in America.
They're polite.
But that's why they get roped into all this shit. That's why they get roped into hate speech laws, because they want to be kind. They want to be good people. And they don't realize, like, compelled speech has a terrible ending. It always ends in communism, because someone has to compel that speech. Who does? The people with guns. And they tell you what to do.
Yeah.
And then you have violence that is enforced to get people to follow a doctrine that they may or may not believe in.
Absolutely. There is violence that is being used to enforce this. Now, Justin Trudeau would like to tell you that he's against political violence after the assassination attempt on Donald Trump. He put this out saying, "I'm sickened by the shooting at former President Trump. It cannot be overstated. Political violence is never acceptable. My thoughts are with the former President Trump, those at the event, and all Americans." And I pointed out to him in the replies, this was political violence. This was, of course, the Freedom Convoy and the government's response to it. Jackboots, taking out even grannies with horses in the wake of this government. So I want to leave this one with you guys. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. Is Canada a communist country? Is it becoming a communist country? Do you think that that's where it's going? Do you still live in Canada? Have you ever lived in Canada? Leave these comments in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think from an inside perspective, from an outside perspective. What are your thoughts on what Joe Rogan had to say about this country? Are you in the same boat? Are you you love the place but you're not willing to visit? Let me know in the comments, and we'll see you in the next one. Keep on trucking.